2 days ago, those marked by destiny had a divine calling. Many people met at very specific coordinates on April 24th, 2021,
Yes.
12 p.m. in Lincoln, Nebraska. Those blessed with the name Josh met up for the Josh fight.
The Josh Battle Royale.
Now, here's the thing. A lovely 5-year-old child by the name Josh has been crowned the king of all Joshes. The Josh King, if you will. And it's very peculiar of me. One, I will say, I wish more people in that event had worn masks.
Yeah.
2, I don't know if people are like me, but I'm very interested in the meanings of names. Name meanings are incredibly interesting. Now, John, do you know what Joshua's meaning is?
No, it's probably some Christian thing or something. If I had to take
Close.
a wild swing at this, it's probably something with God, and it's probably based on Joshua, and it was actually with a Y before it was changed to a J.
So, it comes from Hebrew, from Yehoshua,
Got
probably
him.
mispronouncing that, which means it's the name means that, like, the Lord Yahweh is salvation. So the name means Yahweh is salvation. It is a name similar to, like, that of the Savior. Therefore, I am here to posit that this is not the first Josh fight. The first Josh fight
No.
happened 21 years ago.
Oh no.
To crown the King of Kings,
Jesus Christ.
Joshua.
It's canon. It's canon. It's all real.
Like, I'm no religious scholar. I'm incredibly interested in Christian archaeology and whatnot. But I don't know, man. Depending on how you view, your peculiarities when it comes to religion, the fact that this isn't the first Joshua fight, the last Joshua fight was 2,000 years ago. Either this Joshua fight has resulted in the end times because he hath come again, or if you're Jewish, Mazel Tov, he hath come.
Mazel Tov, he hath come. Yeah, and the new Josh 2.0 is some
Like,
little 6-year-old kid.
He
Well, I
is
think-
5 or 4. His father had to correct him.
Something like that. And then I know when they asked him what his thoughts on winning the Josh fight was, I think his exact response was, "I like fighting."
Oh man. The new age is going to be
The new age
very
is gonna
different.
Be fucking sick.
And the first commandment, the first commandment of Josh 2.0, I like fighting.
I like fighting. And so God said to Abraham, "Fighting is sick." And thus it was written.
And so it shall be. Oh my god.
Oh god, that just reminds me of, like, the church meta has changed.
Oh god, okay.
Because I remember when I used to go to church, it would say, "May God be with you," and then you would respond, "And also with you."
Right.
Apparently, that's outdated. That got patched, apparently, from the sources I'm hearing from.
It did get so, like, well, it depends. I don't know, because the last time I guess context, I'm Catholic. I believe, but I'm not the most practicing. I haven't been to church in a year because of recent fucking events. Especially because, like, old people go to church and I don't want to kill them. And so...
you don't want to kill them with your raw fucking Josh energy.
Bust in to church and just go, Josh, and level the fucking building. So I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast, but I do go to church here in Japan. My local church, they're pretty nice. It's a different vibe, much different vibe from going to church in, say, Latin America, where if I'm on my pedestal, I might as well just fucking out with it. I find church in Latin America to be incredibly disappointing because I see that, it's a cultural thing. And as such, you have people who do not do as they preach. And it becomes like a whole like Bible thumping, the Bible thumping meta, so to speak, where a lot of people can be very shitty, but they think that they just go to church and then, there it is, I'm okay, or whatever.
Yeah, if I do my once a week, I can be an asshole.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if the people at my church would be cool with me, like, being like, hey, I'm gay and trans. Like, I don't know about that. Like, I keep my distance. But, one, at church, to bring it back to what we were talking about, at church in Japanese, we do say, and also with you. But, we don't say it that often. I think it's only with the sacrament.
Oh, shit. Because I had heard that it had changed. Maybe you know what this is? This is a Konami Yu-Gi-Oh type thing. You're on OCG, and my Christianity, my Catholicism is on TCG. So we're running different.
Yeah, because
so what's meta for you guys over there is what I want to play, but it's banned in my meta.
Cardinals are just TOs if you think about it.
Yeah.
The Cardinal Japan said, these them rules.
These them rules.
The last thing I want to say about church in Japan specifically, just in case I haven't brought it up before, my priest, the local priest, he's real chill, really cool to talk to. Speaks English like moderately well, more so than I thought he would. And he's chill enough to the point like. Priests in Florida, please don't listen to this. He just straight up said that like getting like the whole like marriage by the church is so fucking annoying that he was just like, yeah, just have a talk with like, some people in our community, like come here like twice a week before mass. Like come here twice before mass. We'll have the whole talk about like how the ideology and this and that. And we'll just sign your papers because it's just fucking annoying. We're not going to do like a whole 3-month class. Like, it's chill. But every time when it comes to it's not the eulogy, Jesus. When after the sacrament, when you eat the biscuit and you go, yum, that's Jesus. And then you sit down and then you listen to the priest. He always talks about Jump. He always talks about like when he was like, a teen or like a young adult, and he always talks about Shonen Jump.
Nice.
Like without fucking fail, it is nuts. And like Adrian and I just like look at each other and we're like, again? Is this man caught up? Does he have One Piece theories?
We gotta get him on. we gotta start a GoFundMe. We gotta get Francis priest to get on the show.
Oh man, that'd be a fucking blast. But no, we're surprisingly we're not a Catholic podcast. Not explicitly.
Yeah, we're the only Catholic One Piece podcast. Oh God. Oh no. Look, shout outs to all the Catholics.
Church approved.
Shout outs to religion. Smoke them if you got them. Welcome to Paramecia Fancast. We're the One Piece Fancast, where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece discussion every single week. My name is John.
My name is Franz.
Oh God. No, I take it all back. We are a Catholic One Piece podcast.
No more cussing.
No more cussing.
Could you imagine trying to go through our back catalog and bleep out every time we cuss? Or say anything remotely reprehensible?
There's gonna be so many episodes that are just unyielding.
Especially like a lot of the guest episodes.
Oh my God. The entirety of the horny tier list with Kat and Joel would literally just be like a constant beep for the entire 2 hours, and then just the video of the finished
of the actual thing
of the finished tier list
with pixelated.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, thankfully we're not doing that yet.
Yeah, we're not pivoting there yet. That's a little foreshadowing.
But what we are doing this time around is we're covering chapter 10-11 of One Piece, The Code of Sweet Beans.
Oh, yes, sweet beans. The Code of Cool Beans.
Cool Beans and Hella Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I warned you about Big Mom, dog. I told you.
I told you. Oh, man. We open up with quite the color spread. I'm so hype about it. One, okay, the first thing that gets you is Nami is giant. One, that's a fetish. Two, pretty hot.
I'm all about that.
On the bottom left of this color spread, there's a whole it's a cute little thing that says, "It's difficult to think anything but pleasant thoughts without eating a soft serve," and it really reminds me of a song which I cannot name by the band we used to be in, which I cannot name.
Oh.
That had a very similar vibe. But someone on Twitter cropped this specifically because right above that text is Robin, just chilling, eating her soft serve, reading, 3 hands, no problem.
Yeah.
Someone cropped it specifically so it all it is the picture of Robin, and below it says, "It's difficult to think."
Yes.
Oh.
God, yes. That's me, but with okay, I like both of them, but most of the time I'm like, Robin just does it for me.
Yeah.
But Nami also does it for me, and Big Nami, Jesus Christ. Let me just tell the listeners, it's a cruel world we live in, folks. Sometimes you just can't get what you want. Sometimes the world just spits on you and says, fuck you. Like me being born and reaching the ripe old height of 6 feet tall. I could never have monstrous tall GF. My only hope is that Lady Demescrito or whatever from Resident Evil 8 becomes real and just fucking ends me. Because she's canonically 9 feet tall. That's my only hope now.
Very seriously, ladies, if you're out there, John is single. If you're at least 7 feet tall, automatically a yes.
Oh, it's automatically a yes.
If you're 7 feet tall and fit, like volleyball player, basketball player type, instant marriage.
If you're 14 feet tall, if you go beyond all expectations,
a level beyond,
yeah, then that's also might be an instant yes, because I do believe you might be a government weapon. It would be a yes for completely different reasons, but yes.
Yes, because we must try.
Yes, because that fucker Josh is not gonna stay at the top for long.
Need a contingency plan. In case of Josh break glass.
Oh god, this just reminds, like, I won't delve too deeply into it, but I recently finished a manga. People on our Discord will know. I finished reading through a manga.
Can I interrupt you really quickly by saying the way that you said a manga sounds like Among Us. I don't want to laugh about it too much. I just want to bring it. Continue, please.
I finished playing a round of Among Us. No, I finished reading a manga, called Billy Bat by Naoki Urasawa. I think it's Naoki? Oh,
sure.
God. A quick Google search will do the trick. Yes, Naoki Urasawa. He's the author that did 20th Century Boys and Monster, like really fucking, world-renowned like thriller manga. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And the whole premise is like, oh, what if Mickey Mouse, but he can like talk to the people, he can talk to the artists that draw him, and he just tells them to either do horrible shit or save the world from horrible shit. Like, what if like there is an arc that follows Lee Harvey Oswald because the bat tells him to be a hero. No context, just says, hey kid, do you want to be a hero? And it is historical fiction, and it turns out that in this story, Lee Harvey Oswald was actually not the person that shot the president, but he took the fall because he was saving one of the main characters, and in order for her to escape, he willingly got captured by police by fighting them to distract them.
What kind of big brain shit?
It's fucking wild. Anyways, this just reminded me when I mentioned Josh wouldn't stay at the top for long, because my name is John, but there is a character later on that claims that can draw the bat and claims that he can see the bat. And there's an entire plot point where another character who can speak to the bat like comes back. Like, it's like for years she hasn't been able, the bat hasn't spoken to her. And then, like, finally, out of nowhere, it starts speaking to her again, and it needs her to relay a message to the author, the main character. And she comes back, and she's like, I don't know, like, what he wants me to tell you this for, but I'm telling you this, and I'm gone. Like, I don't want anything to do with this stupid bat. He can't see the bat. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, the bat just told me, whoever you're thinking of, like, he can't see the bat. He's lying to you. And it's like, that's gonna
so
be
convoluted.
That's gonna be me in the next Josh fight when I legally change my name to Josh.
The false prophet.
Yeah, he's not really Josh. And then
the fake Josh.
They're gonna peel tape off of my ID. It's the H and the N instead of the S and the H.
John.
Yeah.
Shun him, shun the John. Oh my god. Oh, but yeah. What
Coda Sweet Beans. Let's get back into that. Color spread. Giant Nami good, ice cream good. It's
Usopp's
difficult
drowning.
Yeah, they're killing Usopp.
Honestly, the last 20 minutes can just be summed up with it's difficult to think.
It's difficult to think. Yeah.
Oh.
No, this is just a great color spread. I don't know what else to. It's just good. Zoro also has 3 of those like Toblerone things, which I think is funny.
Toblerone? I
don't know what those are
about.
called.
They're
those
not...
little stupid straw things.
Heruli?
Like, I don't know. Sorry, that sounded really like
pure.
It sounded like I was really
hold
offended
on.
by that name.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Yeah, Piroline. I'm big brain. I got you.
That sounds like peroin, and now I'm mad. Can we continue? No,
pero. Yeah. No, let's move on, because we gotta make up some lost time. We open up with Kid and Killer looking out on the horizon. That can't be good. That's one perky old bag. And on the distance, you just see everything crackling. lightning out there. And just, they skedaddle.
And on top of that, let's get out of here!
And then Kid's like, wait, I thought we captured the lightning. As like this ball of lightning just approaches menacingly.
Oh god. You turn the page. Big Mom with a fucking orb of lightning. Time to test you out.
Chidori, dude.
Yeah, Chidori. Time to test you out. Show me your power, Hera. And Killer and Kid are like, what the fuck? And you just see a pair of lips. And oh, yes, mama. And just Fulgora, a giant like lightning blast. And I'm hype because Hera is the name of Zeus's wife in like, Greek mythology or whatever, and it's cool. But also we're gonna get hot Zeus, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how Oda is going to succeed, because he will succeed, at the feat of Zeus with titties. Just a cloud with titties. Don't know.
Is it possible for him to make Zeus, like, bangable? And if so, where does his power stop? Like, where does...
Let's not delve into this, because Oda will show us.
Yeah,
It's a matter of time. And at this point, now that this has been brought up, I'm thinking that this is the Josh that has been elected, the new winning Josh, is the Christian Josh, and we are nearing the end times.
Yes. Oh, God. We cut to on the roof, and we just hear, Mama, what happened? Are you okay? And because Kid got blasted, the GameCube breaks, and the Zeus is loose.
The Zeus is loose.
Yeah. Oh, it came loose. Mama, where are you? I'm coming to save you now.
And then Law just informing us, letting us know for sure, Kid's power must have weakened. Big Mom's gone back in the castle then. We really don't want her to come searching for that cloud. And then he calls out to Luffy, I'm leaving you here alone, taking everything else. And Luffy's just like, yeah, sure. And then everything just pops, and then Zeus, as he pops,
Oh, God. It just reminds me, there's like this meme of like, when you're gonna do something, but the Avengers fail, and it's just this guy like, and he like falls over, like, oh, that's what I imagine happened to Zeus right now.
Got snapped at it. Same feeling.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, God. But we see Kaido's fucking hand, like, on the ground, and he gets up, and you see Luffy, like, huffing and puffing. Kaido's like, whoa, no. Like, I could tell you're enjoying yourself. The more precarious the situation, the bigger your smile. Is that right? And they just start jumping at each other. They going at it.
Luffy sees it. He predicts that Kaido will jump at him. Because it's got the little, like, he notices it. It's the observation hockey, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And then, oh, buddy, the clash. Nothing's touching.
Oh,
Nothing's
so sick.
It gives me the same feeling as Guilty Gear Xrd Danger Time.
This is the clash. 3, 2, 1. Like,
oh man. Luffy's gonna like
Christ.
YRC into a super and kill Kaido after this. But like,
God,
the clash explodes and we move on.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I also want to say really quick, because I saw some people talking about it on Twitter, and they couldn't like wrap their brains around it. They're like, this is so shit. Like, Luffy's just able to like fight one-on-one with Kaido like out of nowhere, and I'm like, no. Like,
it's not out of nowhere. What?
Y'all have obviously never played any competitive game and sucked at the beginning.
Yeah.
Or you've never played a competitive game and attempted to actually get good, because this is exactly what happens. Kaido was spamming some move because Luffy didn't know how to stop it. So of course he's going to keep using it. Luffy's like, what the fuck? Like, how do I stop this? And then Luffy finally figured out, wait a minute. If I just use Conquers, I can block it. Luffy already had the fundamentals to fight Kaido. He just didn't know Kaido's one gimmick. And now that he knows it, it's like, okay, like, I'm not going to say they're completely even, but like, yeah, he's able to fight now. Like,
we don't know if Kaido has anything else up his sleeves. Like, he probably does.
As far as, it might be like Devil Fruit based, but as far as like hockey stuff goes, like, I feel like this is the extent of it.
That's it, yeah. Like, there's, like, Kaido's vulnerable now. Like, he can still get Luffy with some fucking laser beam or some shit, you know? That's still on the table. But, like, it's just Kaido's defenses. That's the only, like, Luffy still has to win the fight.
Yeah.
He still has to beat Kaido.
Luffy can anti-air now, but that doesn't... now he has to play the game.
It's not that he, like, has won. It's just that he can win now. It is in his toolkit to be able to win now.
He finally gets to play the game. Before he was just losing. Now he gets to actually play. Whether he wins or loses is still...
It's the first to 50 when it's 49-1.
Yeah.
And Luffy's got to climb the way back up to 50 without losing.
Jesus Christ, that's... Oh, I have faith in our little stretchy boy, but...
it's gonna be rough. Oh, we move on to the third floor. Killer and Kid. And Kid just like, damn, that shit hurt. That thing really blasted us. Where are we? And they're inside the castle, and Kid and Killer are like talking about like, oh, she's not chasing. She probably can't tell where we landed because of the fucking giant laser Chidori blast that she did.
Yeah.
And so they're not together. Big Mom's not with them. So Kid, Big Brain, immediately says, let's hurry down. Can't let her team up with Kaido again. And a bunch of the fucking Bobo Beast Pirates are like, oh, Captain Kid and Killer, let's take them on. And zipping through, move Straw Sword. And it's this Basil fucking Hawkins.
Oh my god. This dude. Oh. So you've come slithering out to finish us off, huh? Just like a traitor would do. And he's like, don't forget, I was betrayed by Apu just like you. All I did was avoid a fight I was certain I would lose. You did well to survive after that. And Killer, absolute Chad best friend. Keep going, Kid. Don't let Big Mom go unchecked. And Kid is like, you got this. And Hawkins is like, I appreciate that. I could not have beaten the both of you. At least you know your role here. You play a good lapdog. And I'm like, damn, why is Killer so sick?
Dude, Killer's real sick. And all of this as like Hawkins is transforming into... He's a Paramecia fruit, right?
Yeah, he is.
What? Why he transformed Paramecia fruit? What?
Because he got the transform fruit. No. His Paramecia fruit is like straw doll thing. He can like control straw. I guess.
Is it that he can control straw?
It's
specifically, or
it's weird. It's like it's the voodoo fruit, basically, or like he's some weird magic guy. That's all. I think that's just
the other thing.
I think it's just really shittily defined what his fruit like actually does, because I think it is called the straw fruit.
It is called the straw fruit.
He uses so like okay. Ostensibly, he could control straw, so he can like wrap it around his body. But then he can also make like voodoo dolls, and he can like absorb life force from.
Is that through his magic, or
it's through his devil fruit, I believe, because he makes the dolls, and then he can like that, because there's a scene early in Wano where he gets his head like chopped off, and then he's like back to normal, and one of his other like he can make people into like extra lives for him through like voodoo magic.
Yeah,
and like when he's in his big straw form, like a lot of his attacks are like using nails, which is like, oh, the nail in the voodoo doll. Like,
I have no fucking like there. I understand, but also like
why?
I believe that Hawkins has like some of the wildest fucking paramecia fruit we've seen. Like,
yeah, it's the straw fruit, but like it's straw fruit parentheses read magic. Like,
straw fruit parentheses fuck you. Do you think you can understand this? No.
God, why can't he have like a just? Well, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, why can't he just have a normal power like Killer with Scythe? But even then, his thing is like, oh, his scythes can emit like sonic blasts. I was like, well, okay, like
I can kind of understand that at least, but like, you know, I believe the straw fruit reaches the echelon of like ope no mi when it comes to like convolution.
Yeah, what can't he do?
Yeah, truthfully, what can't he fucking do?
Dude, do you think, I'm gonna say this and then we can move on, but do you think Law has a move called malpractice? Can you imagine just room, shambles, malpractice?
Force kill. Oh my god.
Oh,
Killer looks at fucking Hawkins and he's like, call me whatever you like. Call me what you want. Call me my... Okay. Your chances of dying... Oh no, Hawkins says that to Killer, sorry. Your chances of dying here are 92%. Poor Hitokiri Kamazo. And the Killer's like, fortune telling. Fortune favors the bold. What a fucking retort.
He says 92%. That leaves me with an 8% chance. And you know what I say to 8% chance? I play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I play Monster Hunter. Yeah,
that's a free gem.
Dude, not only that, like that's better odds than like
what the gems actually are.
Much better, honestly. I think those are like the odds of like getting a claw on carve or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's getting like the sub rare on a carve or on completion. Killer says fuck those odds.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, like Hawkins does say best of luck to you, Killer. Like,
yeah.
We don't need these puns.
Immediately just go to hell. I don't need a single ounce of your luck. And I'm like, oh, Killer. God, I hope we see Killer mess him up.
Oh my god. I hope to see this fucking man, this straw man get the fucking cut the fuck up.
Yeah. But oh god, we move back to the second floor and we see the Koma Inu like running with Tama on top. And she's like, the Dino Man jumped on the tail, and you just see fucking Skrillex just holding onto the tail. And Usopp is like, what'll it take to knock him out? How many shots of it? His toughness is out of this world. And he's like, and when will you finally give up?
Oh my god. Like, it's really funny to me because, like, so page 1's in his hybrid form, but, like, the scale of it, like, Komachiyo is, like, surprisingly, like, kind of larger than page 1. But, like, Nami and Usopp do not give up. They're out here crying scared shitless. They're pissing and shitting their pants.
The ever-living crap out of him.
Like, not that it does anything, but they're fucking trying. Never, we're not dying here. Get off, you big lizard. Get out of here. Aim for the weak spots. Temple, jaw, Adam's apple, solar plexus, eyeballs, nostrils. Dude, they're playing dirty.
See, this is proof. Usopp knows how to take care of a gator. He knows how to get out of the rolling death cradle. You go for the eyeballs. You fucking push their eyeballs in, and they're like, yo, 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 chill, yo, chill.
You take your 2 thumbs and you insert.
And you go through.
You visualize. It's all about mental visualization.
Yeah,
if you can picture yourself doing it, you can do it.
You're not aiming to break the bricks. You're aiming to pass through the bricks.
Exactly. Pass through the eyeball.
Oh, God.
But the master plan is what really gets me. Because Tama's out here saying, we're almost there. If we can reach the stage in the open area, I can give a command to all the enemy fighters that Horselina helped feed millet dumplings to.
She's so cute. She's like 8 years old, and she just calls, I forget her actual name, but she's
Speed.
now... Yeah, Speed. She calls Keanu Reeves Speed Horselina, and I just think that's adorable.
Dude, fucking... These are people, and this 8-year-old is like, no, you're my pet.
If I could get to the open stage, I could ratatouille all of them at once. If they all join our side, then my job here is done.
Dog, oh my god. I want to see Tama drawn in the same pose as Doflamingo when he's using his fruit.
Oh.
But instead, the fucking threads are connected to people's brains.
Jesus. Good God. Oh, God, Tama. As long as I can help out, I don't care what happens to me. We just gotta get to the stage. And Usopp and Nami are yelling at her, don't be ridiculous, Tama. And Nami's like, yeah, me and this old guy here are here to protect you. And Usopp is like, what are you talking about? I'm only 19.
This old guy got him.
How is Nami? She's older than Usopp, right?
I think Nami's 20.
Okay,
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I do believe Nami's 20.
I'm almost positive that Nami is older than Usopp.
If not, she's 19. No, she's 20.
Okay, this makes this even funnier to me.
Incredibly, because we've seen the SBS Straw Hats at 40 and 60.
Yeah.
Nami is consistently going to lie about her age till she dies.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, it's so good. But even Tama, she's like, but I'm so scared. I can't go on much longer. And you can see she's shaking. And the Komachiyo is trying to cheer her up, woof, woof, woof. And fucking Usopp, sorry to worry you, Tama. I'll take care of this. Get down. Special attack Green Star. Firework Flowers. And he just blasts page 1 off of the back. And Nami is like, it's searing. The heat is searing, Usopp. And he's like, sorry, I don't have many close range weapons, but I'll take him out anyways. And special attack Green Star, exploding pine cones. And he just throws grenades onto
fucking here, have this. And just the worst part is that I think they're stickies too. He's just straight up pulling out what Arbiter in
KI Killer Instinct. You put the stickies on him. How do you like them codes? And his triumphant stance, and then instantly the reaction.
Oh, out through the smoke. Page 1's just wheezing a bit. He's on his feet again. How tough are these dinosaur zones anyways? I'll
rip that nose off.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, God. And I love Usopp, if only those millet dumplings worked on anything but smile users. And as I read this for the first time, this, juxtaposition of panels. Like, Usopp talking, I'm like, cool. I go down the page, I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Like
as Komichio's running, it runs past a building. Like, the building it's running by ends, and in the open, also running on the other side of that building, is Big Mom just screaming, "Come out, kid!"
And like, of course, who fucking cares about page 1?
Yeah.
Nami and Usopp turn around. Big Mom!
And I love Otama's face. Like, she's like, because she knows.
Oh, and Big Mom turns around as well. It's you, the cat burglar, and the one with the long nose. Your Straw Hats crewmates. And then Tama, not reading the room, bless her soul, Olin!
Yeah, hi, Olin! And then... Oh, why, if it isn't Otama? Whatever are you doing here in such a dangerous place? And Prometheus is like, uh-oh. She goes into mother mode every now and then with little children. We'll talk about it at the end of it. There's been a bunch of stuff with this, the end of this chapter that people have been talking about. Some stuff does have precedent and, like, explanations of the story, but I could also understand people's, like, it feels kind of weird, like, well,
yeah, I had to be talked into it.
Yeah. We'll get there at the end, though, but, she's like, Otama's like, I was worried about you, Olin. You just up and left Udon all of a sudden, and Nami and Usopp are like, wait, Otama, you're friends with her?
And like, oh my god, like the fact that, like, on top of all of this, Big Mom thanks for your help while my memory was lost, Otama. And like, this answers the age-old question now of, like, does she remember, like, what happened after the bunking, you know? And so she says, I never forget how that busybody Otsuru from that grimy, like, you know, she's still Big Mom.
She is a fucking child. And more importantly, like, as the scene goes on later, she is, like, almost exactly like Luffy. It's more apparent later, but, like, it's like I noticed it this chapter. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. So, like, oh, Otsuru from that grimy little Okobore town took me in, and I never forget the taste of that tiny serving of the Oshiruko. And then Tama, like, instantly, like, dejected and was like, oh, that Okobore town isn't there anymore. It's not? The people there lied and said they ate all the food they gave to the samurai the night before the big raid. So Kaido's followers burnt it all down to the ground. And then there's, like, flashbacks. You see, I don't fucking remember his name. The fucking lion guy. Oh, yeah. Hold'em, I think it was?
Probably. They're traitors, burn down their houses, this and that. And Big Mom's starting to get pissed. And then Big Mom's having her flashbacks. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all I have, Olin. And then hers like, oh, it's sweet and tasty, like thinking about the Oshiruko. Oh, how cute. You look great, Olin, with the whole changing scene. And then that in parallel with Tama's flashbacks of execute the entire town, burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, dude. Storytelling.
Oh, so good. And Big Mom, this is why I'm at literal, like, same reaction when Luffy, like, I forget when it was. It was when Otama told him, like, or it was when it happened multiple times, but there was a moment where Luffy broke his cover right when they got to Onigashima because they were having the feast, and he overheard the beast pirates saying, like, oh, like, all this food that we got, like, oh, like, they were just like making fun of all the poor people in like Okabore town, and then he had a flashback of Tama like, oh, like just one apple, and she was like, this is the most delicious thing I've ever had, and Luffy was fucking livid. And even like Big Mom is like, Kaido's followers did that to the town that was so nice to me. And I'm like, oh shit, like what's going on?
Oh my god, dude.
It's good.
And like page 1 is in the background, it's barely on our minds. I legit, this is the third time I've read the chapter, and it's the first time I've noticed him there. Oh, here comes the dinosaur man. We're in the middle of something.
I love it. And fucking page 1 is like, Big Mom, perfect timing. Don't let them get past you. And they're like, run, Komachio. And he's like, you're too late. You're done for. And he's about to bite them. And you see Big Mom, like you see her hand out, and you hear like zzz, like the electric onomatopoeia. And you
but
can
it's
see
not thunder. It's not lightning.
You can see the black lightning coming from her fist. And don't you know that even in the cruel world of pirates, and she turns around and haymaker punches him in the throat. And she's like, there's still a code of honor, you clowns. That his esophagus is obliterated. There's no way.
Dead.
Page 1 is dead.
Oh my god. No, page 1's for sure like out of commission. He's gonna be out of dino mode. He might be like passed out. I don't know. But that's a fucking hit. That's a fucking hit that he can't just like,
and it shows
brush
like
off.
A full on Supreme King hockey punch. Like it doesn't make contact with him. She punches like the air, and it like,
you know, exactly what Luffy's doing right now. You know,
like you could see the armament hockey, the black, but then you could see like the pocket of air that like she's put, like the force that she's punching in the black lightning, and like. Oh my god.
Sends him straight into the ground.
Yeah.
All the beast pirates are like, what?
Page 1!
And then Kid is like, oh, sounds like Big Mom's over there. Zeus is like, oh, it's Mama, she's alive. Uti is just sitting there.
Pay. It's Lady Ulti. I'm thinking, the Beast Pirates are like, it's Lady Ulti. Like, she's gonna get. I'm thinking, she's dead too.
She's gonna fucking die.
Big Mom's gonna split her head open.
Oh man, God. But that's the chapter, and that opens us to the discussion of like, so okay.
Big Mom's heel turn.
Yeah. First time I read this chapter, I was like, oh, this is interestingly hypocritical of her. And I came onto a Discord call with John and our good friend Billy that you've heard us, the secret.
The lurking legend.
The lurking legend of Billy. He's the eye in the sky. You know, we talk with him very often before we record. Because he's got a big brain on him. And the moment I walk into the chat and say exactly that, Billy's just like, oh no, John, we gotta have the talk again.
Oh no, because we had already talked about it, because I was like, yeah, like, Big Mom, like, people online are all like, oh, like, she's being, like, hypocritical. I was like, but it kind of makes sense with, like, what she did. And he was like, yeah, like, on Whole Cake Island, like, the way her island is set up is that you pay part of your soul to live there, and she offers you protection. Like, it's like, you know, some mafia shit.
Yeah, it's mafia rules.
But unlike some mafia shit, like, she actually follows up on that. Like, all of her territory, literally untouched. Like, Luffy was the first person to, like, break in there, and he didn't hurt anybody, but, like, she protects her people. And even the Fishman Island, like, she protected them from, like, harm and stuff, and it was, like, all she wanted from them was, like, candy.
Exactly. And, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, you can make the argument, like, oh, what about Hody Jones? And I'm like, it was just a massive coincidence that Luffy and Hody Jones were there at the exact same time.
Yeah, no. She protects them from outside forces. She doesn't protect them from racism. Like,
but, like, yeah, no, it's clear. And, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, you know, she she plays by her own rules. She's very cruel in certain aspects, and she's uncontrollable when it comes to food and this and that. But, like, a good example of, like, why my presumption was wrong is the whole Jinbei thing. When Jinbei was like, all right, I'm out. Because, like, immediately Big Mom was like, okay, you know what we do? Some Yakuza kind of shit. Like, the Yakuza, they'd be like, all right, give me your finger or whatever. There's no out of the Yakuza. There's no out of the Mafia. But Big Mom actually has an out system. And she just said, spin the fucking wheel, dude.
All right, you know how it goes. Spin the wheel.
And so...
yeah, like, Big Mom is shown time and time again, like, to have as she put it, a code of honor. Yeah,
and, like, she has a system. We're not here to say that it's a good system, not by any means, but, like, she's not sheer chaos, and she's not like Kaido, who has proven himself, especially with all of this, to be a kind of, like, social Darwinist, I guess would be, if you want to use, like, big boy words about it.
Yeah, and it's, like, the opposite of her crew, right, is Kaido's, because, like, you know, they're a fucked up dysfunctional family, but at the end of the day, like, she cares about her children. Like, you know, when she was in her, I know people are gonna point to, like, when she was in her, like, hunger paying mode, and she was like, oh, like, if you're lying to me, Perospero, like, I'm gonna kill you. But, like, I don't know, her entire pirate crew is literally made up of only her family.
Exactly. And
she adds people in by making you family. Like, you marry into the Big Mom family and you become part of her crew. The Big Mom
pirates are literally Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
When you're here, you're family. Yeah, and it's like I'm sure from her point of view, like, these people that were so... part of it is what she said exactly, like, how could they do this to the town that was so nice to me? But you have to think also, like, you know, Kaido's view on these people, like, he doesn't give a fuck about any of the people. Like, if he could, he would just drop Onigashima on the entirety of Wano and destroy it and sink it and kill everybody, because he doesn't care.
Yeah,
but instead,
if Wano had no
drop
use,
it on the flower capital and use all of the people as slave labor because he also doesn't care.
Yeah, like, nothing stops Kaido is powerful enough to, like, Age of Ultron this shit.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's just that just because the people of Wano have some specific use to him, you know, it's literally a complete, like, pragmatic sense. Kaido's sense of pragmatism has led him to his social Darwinist behavior. If you're not strong, you're not useful. If you're not useful, you die. The people of Wano are still useful because it's slave labor. So that's why they haven't died. But the moment they stop being useful, i.e., like with Queen, the waiters and the fuck, not the gifters, the waiters and the pleasures have lost all their use because Smile is no longer in production. Therefore, they're expendable. Therefore, they can die, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah, it's wild. Big Mom, like, the other thing I saw people talking about was the mother mode. Like, oh, she goes into mother mode with little children, and it is true, and Oda's also shown this before, in a real fucked up way, but there was a little girl, one of her children, I actually have it pulled up, Charlotte Anana, like banana without the B. She's like a little girl, a Nana, and she had, like, a little stuffed rabbit with her, and she was like, oh, like she's talking to Big Mom. She's like, Mama, I want like a knife or something like that. And in that scene, Big Mom is like all happy to help her out. Like, oh, sweetie, of course, I'll get you whatever you want. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, she wants a knife to kill her brothers. But like, Big Mom is just in full mama mode. And it's like, okay, like, I don't know. A lot of this stuff, like the mama mode thing, I mean, yeah, I guess that's the only example, but like, he has shown it. But the other stuff, I think it's really just like, she is like Luffy. Like, she is just a child still. And like, people have to, I feel like people latch on to the idea of like, oh, she's an emperor. Like, she's one of the most powerful pirates. But they forget, like, no, like, the entirety of Whole Cake was to show you how fucked up her life is. Like, she is messed up. Like,
yeah, dude, like,
she is a child. Like, she's never grown up and like learned. Like, all of her stuff, all the decisions she makes are just like childlike decisions.
Exactly. Like, it's all on a fucking whim. Whereas Kaido's out here and being like, you can't even call it like childish. Like, it's nowhere near childish. At most, like, it is like ape-ish, and it's like, strong monkey live, weak monkey die.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like, it's like, I see both. Like, I can understand people like reading it at first, because at first, even still, I had to think about it. I was like,
you
have to read it a second
back.
time, because I was like, wait a minute, like, what is going on? But no, the heel turn to me makes sense narratively.
Yeah, it's well founded once we started talking about it and seeing a lot of different things. It does make a lot more sense than when I read it the first time.
Yeah, it's Big Mom's a cool character, man. I don't care what anyone's like. Look, Big Mom.
She's so interesting.
Yeah, she can punch a dinosaur, and everyone's like, oh, but she's the butt of every joke. She always gets like thrown off and stuff. I'm like, no, she gets thrown off a cliff, but she's people. She's a Looney Tune. Like,
that's literally her power. Yeah,
we've talked about this before. Like, she is a Looney Tune. Like, she is her tune dings. She is a Looney Tune. She is able to like defy all like, oh, I got thrown off a cliff. Cool, I'm back 2 panels later, and I'm even scarier than before.
There's straight up this whole thing of like, like someone on Tumblr was like, oh, could Bugs Bunny defeat Thanos? And like, someone drew a like stylistically identical and perfect a whole thing of like,
I know where this is going.
Putting up like a TSA like metal detector like at an airport.
Whoa, buddy.
Where are you going? You know, that's metal. You can't go through. And so Bugs Bunny brain tricking him into
you gotta take off your shoes, your belt, the glove.
and so like, you know, I'm not saying that like, I'm not saying that Big Mom is S tier like Bugs Bunny, but
no, Bugs Bunny is on another tier of power.
Cannot be stopped. Exactly. Like, there's Bugs Bunny and Roger Rabbit are the 2 most powerful beings in all of existence.
For all my power scalers out there, like, Bugs Bunny and Roger Rabbit are at the top. The next spot down is like way down there.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like, there is zero competition. Like, I don't care. Kirito could wield 2 swords. He could beat her. No. Oh, Rengoku. I saw the new movie. He could blast Roger Rabbit would blast his asshole open.
Exactly. Complete dead instantly.
Bugs Bunny would French kiss him to death, bro. like,
but like the whole thing is that like Big Mom does function a bit like a Looney Tunes villain. Like, you could think of like Tama being there and Tama explaining these things. It's very well founded, and it's like much richer than Duck Season, Wabbit Season. But if you like strip away layers of context, mechanically, what has happened here is a duck season, wabbit season.
Big Mom came out, rabbit season, and then Tama looked sad and went, wabbit season, and then Big Mom went, duck season,
and then she went,
and then
dino season, and just they're all extinct now.
Oh god, Big Mom killed the dinosaurs, and that's all I got. And she's cool. Big Mom killed the dinosaurs. I like this heel turn, and she's cool. I'm excited to see Zeus come back and then feel betrayed because he got replaced with Hot Zeus.
That's gonna be really cool.
And he can finally come back to the Straw Hats.
Come back home.
Yeah, and our friend Billy had also mentioned that Zeus is the former enemy turned final Straw Hat. And while I don't want it to be him, I look at that propeller hat, and I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of down with it.
It's the only redeeming quality to the whole thing. I will say very explicitly though that I do not believe that automatically because all of this that Big Mom will forgive Luffy. That is nowhere near on the table.
Oh, no. She's, this is, if anything, this is gonna become a 3-way.
Like, it's straight up like, Tama says no fighting, and they'll both begrudgingly not fight. But, like, once they're both off Wano, everything's on the table again, you know?
Yeah.
No fight in front of the baby.
No fighting in front of the baby. It's gonna be wild. I guess final thing before the sign out, and I will go directly into the sign out. So I don't know if you have a crack theory, but
I'll try to rummage around in the little hamster wheel.
Yeah, but I do want to bring up the direct. So this past Saturday, they had an event on Toei Animation's YouTube channel. And their Twitch or Facebook, I believe, one of those. But anyways, it was hosted by, I believe he's one of the lead animators for Wano. I'm blanking on the name right now. But it was him and Rogers Base were hosting like this countdown to the new episode. And they were having a watch party for like the previous 2 episodes. And it was really cool. They had like the voice actor for Luffy and I think Sanji appear. They had a whole bunch of international YouTubers and stuff come on.
That's sick.
It was really cool, and it's like the Shueisha's really pushing like more international reach with One Piece, which I think is really
Shueisha.
Yeah. Oh god. But at the end of it, the director of the One Piece anime, the director of Wano, was like, he said something. He's like, "Oh, I can't wait for everybody. Like, get ready for the fight with Kaido and the final. Fuck, what was the exact wording? The fight with Kaido and the other big villain or something like that." And everybody was like, "Huh? Like, what you
You say funny word in funny order, sir."
Yeah, sir. You say funny word, funny order. I don't understand. Let me find the exact wording, because it was pretty wild. The fight against Kaido and the fight against the last big enemy in this arc. And everybody was like, eyeball emoji? So I don't know if that means that he has some secret knowledge that he kind of leaked to us, or something, but it's interesting.
I don't even know what to say about that. But
yeah,
I will say that we should get excited for movie quality Wano fights, because budget is going up, baby.
Like that whole rooftop scene is gonna be ridiculous.
We're gonna get like a lot more fighting, because like it was kind of similar in Dressrosa, where like, you know, the
they like
fights,
extended some stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot flashier, and you know.
Good. And in Wano too, like Oda has said, like, yeah, like the anime, like I'm letting them sort of extend some of the fights that I didn't like, make a lot of in the manga. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be sick. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty fucking crazy. But that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We are at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Episodes get uploaded every Monday following the official release, and as soon as they're uploaded to our website, parameciafancast.libsyn.com, they're sent to every single podcatcher in existence. The main ones people use, like Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or I guess it's on YouTube Music now or something like that, Amazon Music, and anything you use to get podcasts, we're on there. Episodes also go up on YouTube. Usually, I think I've got it down to a science now, usually like around 12 hours or so after the release of the audio version. So usually the same day, sometimes bleeding into the next day. So we're getting better with that YouTube. Don't forget to also join the Discord, the Paramecia Flower Capital. The permanent invite link to that is on our Twitter, and it's on all of our social media and on every YouTube episode. It's in the description. We've got a good group of people there, and it's always a fun time.
It's a good community. I'm really, really proud. You know, I'm not the kind of person to like stick around to a community. It was the kind of thing like early on, like, you know, we were worried, like, should we do this? But I'm glad we did. I'm real glad we did.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. Yeah, I got I got.
Do you have one?
I don't got one. Well, I was just thinking, like, do I have a crack theory? Like, it's got to be something about Zeus, like Greek mythology. Like, can I make a pun out of like Greek mythology or whatever? And literally, the first thing that came to my mind was Hercules, more like Jercules.